So, I want to release everything to the public, and I've been trying. My technical ineptitude and my slow learning curve, as far as that goes, have prevented this. I tried to get a hold of the media to get them to take a look. I tried to get a hold of the police to get them to take a look. I tried to get my public pretenders to take a look. That's the thing, is that the Constitution at no point in time came into play. It was mob justice, and that can't even be called justice. They're not even going to look at it. That's the thing, without clearing my name, I don't have anything worth living for. You know, people didn't like it when I did to them what was done to me. But then again, I was a lot more honest than what was done to me. What these people did was just wrong. Having to deal with people like Kara Johnson Miles, crooked cops that I had spoken out about. The media doesn't take any responsibility for the things that they've done. The police don't take any responsibility for the things that they've done. Alicia doesn't take any responsibility for the things that she's done. These people slandered my name and destroyed my life by doing so. And because only their slander was allowed, my life is not worth living. People say stupid shit like, oh, you got a purpose. No, I don't. I was hoping that we could change some laws so that what happened to me didn't happen to anyone else. So that what happened to Natalie didn't happen to anyone else. I was made homeless because of Natalie's death. The people who stole my money got away with it because of Natalie's death. Alicia Bollinger got away with her slander because of Natalie's death. These people who threatened my life got away with it because of Natalie's death and because of how the media painted me. Because of how fake media painted me. To use the words of Donald Trump, and I don't like Donald Trump, but I don't dislike him enough to kill him. I did that out of desperation. Without people wanting to know the truth enough to fight for their own rights by acknowledging that my rights were violated and fighting for those rights. You know, if you guys are actually interested in what happened to Natalie, fight for my right to get an honest day in court. Fight for me to be allowed to have that evidence and show it in court. I sent Denver 7 everything that they needed to show that I was telling the truth, and they won't even look at it. Donald Trump, you want to be angry about how you've been treated. You didn't get all of your money taken away. You weren't incarcerated. You didn't have people assaulting you and police refusing to take your police report. I had to depend on predators, people with a history of doing wrong to me and wrong to others. Because of that slander, most people were afraid to come forward. And you know what? More power to him. Donald Trump, I would like you to make a law so that people who have gone through what I've gone through can die. I want it to be legal for my life to be over. I was punished for assumptions. The FBI should have been pressured to take a look instead of me being tortured. And it is torture when people can do whatever they want to you and you're not allowed to defend yourself. You're not allowed to show evidence. When your lawyers don't show up and it eats all your money, and their investigators don't show up and it eats all your money, and you're forced to rely on meth addicts and alcoholics for help. My own family didn't care. By the way, Donald Trump, my little brother is a child molester who got away with it. And my older brother's a meth addict in Boulder, Colorado. My mother chose drugs over her own children, so did my dad. You know, I worked hard despite my disabilities, despite what other people thought. I was a tree cutter for a lot of years. But I was around positive people and it made life worth living. When I hurt my back, the Boulder Police Department did everything in their power to harass me and threaten me, pick on me. But then again, Mr. Trump, you do the same thing to autistic people, don't you? You don't like people who are different, do you? Only blonde-haired, blue-eyed white people should exist according to people like you. I threatened your life, Mr. Trump, to try to force an honest day in court. What happened to Natalie was terrible, but what happened to me was worse. I went into the system when I was 4 because my parents couldn't stay off of drugs. Mr. Trump, if you're a human being, try to force the FBI to look at this. Or help sign legislation so that people like me can be put down like dogs.